What makes a great song? For some listeners, it's originality. Something that you haven't heard before, or something unique, or something that gave you the chills, or when you hear the song at first, you would immediately say that, wow, this is a great song. There is an immediate connection with the song because the song is unique, or the song is really great. You feel it in your gut, and when you hear it, you will say that, yep, this is a great song. And listeners can actually relate to a great song. So every great song has a relatable element that most people who listens to it are moved by it. I remember this song by Jerry Lee Lewis, and I don't know if you guys remember this or if you guys know this. It's Great Balls of Fire. Way back in the 80s, there was a film about Great Balls of Fire. And I don't know if it was in the 80s or probably 70s. Great Balls of Fire was the theme song for that. That actually made an impact to me. I consider that song a great song. What songs do you consider great in your opinion? You could comment it in the comments below. A good or a great song has a hook, a power hook. It usually sums up to a few lines that everyone remembers. Say, if you could remember a chorus of the song from the Beatles, when I hear that song, You Can't Buy Me Love, I always say to myself, well, this is a great song. And there's usually a build-up in a good song. And after the build-up, there usually is a release, or in the sexual terms, orgasm. So that's what great songs are. When you hear it, there's usually a part there that makes you feel good. That's why you would like to listen to it again and again. Sometimes people would listen to a song 10 times in a row, 20 times in a row, and they would listen to it until they are fed up with the song. So that's one of the qualities of a great song. Now, many people can relate to a good song or a great song. It usually has a universal appeal. Many love songs do that. They can connect to many people, to a lot of people. Now, it doesn't mean that only love songs have this appeal. Now, this could be with other songs like songs of friendship or songs of patriotism or other song topics. That's why a lot of songwriters, they try to make their songs connect to as many people as possible or as many listeners as possible. A great song sticks to your head. This usually happens when the song is memorable. This could be because of a great tune, the lyrics, the melody, the theme, the instrumentation, and other elements of the composition. It also gives you a wonderful feeling. A great song, it can actually bring out something in you. It could bring out the feelings of happiness, joy, nostalgia, sometimes even anger. It could also bring you back to your probably childhood days, or a time when you are sad, or a time when you are happy, or a certain point in your life. Say, for example, you lost a loved one. I remember the song Wild Boys way back in 1984. That's when the time when my father passed away, and that song was actually playing. So whenever I hear that song, it brings me back to that moment way back in 1984. A well-written song has a structure, a form. Words would rhyme. It might be alternate rhyming or successive rhyming. Also, instruments are played skillfully. It could be a single guitar, a piano, a violin, the accompaniment, a harmonica, or a full band. It could even be an orchestra. Another way a song becomes great is by withstanding the test of time. I know this is not the only reason why a good song is a good song, but everyone can attest that if a song has been in the hearts and minds of people for decades and decades, even centuries, that means that song is a great song. And a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people like it or love that song. It could last for a few decades, and sometimes, again, even for a few centuries. Folk songs, national anthems. An example would be Oh Danny Boy. That's one song that I could remember that has spanned centuries, I guess. Nursery Rhymes is another good example. Like Old MacDonald Had a Farm, Jack and Jill, and other songs. What's your idea of a great song? So comment it below. Comment your ideas of a great song in the comments box below.